Hello Gemini, welcome to your December 2019 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Just wanted to mention before I get started, I have my 2020 yearly forecasts. Those are available on the link in the descriptions box below, so please do check those out. They're very detailed and they're about an hour in length, so the link for those are in the box below. All right, Gemini, let's get started. Wake up, it's your moment. It's kind of like a rude awakening, really. You may not feel ready to have this spotlight turned on you, Gemini, but you're being asked to wake up, to be present to what is being asked of you and to rise to the occasion. You might feel like withdrawing, but there really is no running away. You cannot sleep through this moment because there's an energy of people around you needing to hear from you. They're ready to listen to and enjoy what you have to offer. And it's an energy around you of why wait? Because I feel like this is the moment that you've been waiting for. Now, around you is very spiritual energy. It could be a person or it could just be the general energy around you. We have the sacred temple, which of course speaks about the Akashic records and being able to access those. There's a feeling here of being able to connect with spirit. So you're very connected at the moment, as is another person around you, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This person, I feel, has already gone or already found their higher path. There's an energy of effortlessness here and conscious action. So the feeling I'm getting around this is of someone finding their calling, their true path, finding peace and feeling gratitude. Gratitude for the journey, for what has come before, to get them to this very moment. So we'll see where that one goes, Gemini. And we'll start the reading. What I want to do for you, firstly, is a love and relationship spread. I've got you at the bottom of the deck as the Queen of Swords. So what do we have for Gemini, please? Love and relationships when it comes to December. Can you believe we're at December already? December 2019 for my air sign of Gemini, please. What's going on for the air sign of Gemini for December? Okay. Let's take a look, Gemini. The Eight of Wands. Okay, so things are speeding up. Communication. So if there hasn't been communication, I feel that there will be soon between you and this individual. What they bring to you, we have the Queen of Wands. Well, you know, I picked this up as optimism, a sense of an adventurous outlook on life. And I also get confidence, very confident. I also feel there's an energy around this of spotlight, shining, waking up, being in the spotlight, a sense of readiness. So it being your time, Gemini. So although you're not a fire sign, there's an energy here of either being involved with a fire sign or this is you feeling that passionate energy, not only directed outwards towards something that you're very keen to do in your life, follow a life calling here, a life partner even, but also it's being directed back at you because you're attracting what you're giving out, which is really beautiful, Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles. There is an energy of independence around this person, so it may be someone that you're dealing with, Gemini. But I don't feel it's too bad. I feel that you may think, well, that person doesn't need me, or they're really set in their ways, they like to be single and all of that. But I actually don't feel that at all. I get the sense that there's a readiness around this person, a readiness to receive. It's a gift from Spirit, really, in return for leveling up, going through a lot of troubling times in order to get to this moment where it's finally their moment and also your moment, a moment that you can have together. The Seven of Pentacles. So you're still thinking about it. You're assessing the situation, because that's what you do, Gemini. I get an essence here of using your head, trying to reconcile heart and head. In your heart of hearts, I think you already know what's going on here and that this is the person for you. But when it comes to your head, you're still thinking things through, trying to find the logic in this. But the thing is, when it comes to a gift being given from Spirit, because the Spirit knows that it's your time to receive something good, then there really is no need to think too much about it. You can overthink it and think yourself right out of an opportunity. The Three of Cups, just enjoy the moment. Live life. Enjoy what you want to do with this person. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be reconciling with a family member even, Gemini. But the Spirit here is one of celebration, happiness, joy. So why think anything more than that? Just go with it. The Tower. It's that illumination, that awakening. Wake up. It literally is the giant wake-up call here, and the understanding, the knowing that something is meant to be. You're meant to be with this particular person at this particular time in your life. The Seven of Cups tells me that you still have quite a few options, Gemini. So when it comes to these sevens, you seem to have a decision to make. The thing is, you because you have a lot of options, you might be starting to get a bit confused. I think you need to take a step back and just listen to your gut. What's your gut telling you? Our bodies tell us when we're feeling good about a situation, and they also give us those warning signs when we're doing something that we know we shouldn't. So we have to pay attention to those signals. If you feel drained, if you feel anxious, if you feel frightened, then you probably shouldn't go ahead with what you're planning to do. But if you feel peace, if you feel calm, if you feel happiness and joy deep down when you think of a person, I think that's your answer, really. So choosing between options. You've got the Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess as well. So it's what I was saying. You need to let go of some of these options, Gemini. Choose one. Something that you've been holding on to for quite some time. It may have been a person, it could have been a certain lifestyle. Some of you, it's you here that is enjoying being single and is fearful of losing that independence. Now, what's your gut telling you? The High Priestess says that for you, the answers are there. You just have to be open to receiving the answers. So if you're distracting yourself in any way with work or pleasure, there's a need to take a step back, find that place of stillness, center yourself, and really listen to what your instincts are calling you. Because there is a voice here that is waiting to be heard, and ignoring it, pretending it doesn't exist, it's not going to make it go away. The outcome here is the Seven of Wands. So you're resistant. Still a level of resistance here to this person around you. I feel it's because you're fearful of getting involved, or perhaps on a longer term basis. There may be some fear associated with a past relationship and somebody who treated you badly. There's also a fear about loss of independence. I'm picking that up as well. But Gemini, what I'm getting around this is the need to stop withholding. Stop withholding your instinct. I think Spirit is trying to say to you, go with what your gut is telling you, but you're saying, no, no, no. There's this block. You're blocking destiny, blocking your path. But the path leads to happiness. The path leads to flow, to peace, to a joyful celebration, and yet you're holding it back. Spirit is saying, wake up. Wake up to this. There's a chance that you could miss this if you hold yourself back. There's a chance here that you could not see this chance about you. There's an energy here of withholding and hiding from your destiny, pulling back at the last moment, taking refuge in a dream world rather than stepping forward and seeing what you can actually do in the real world, what you can actually create. Very much an energy here of wanting to avoid disappointment by just not doing anything. But Gemini, I mean, that's not you, is it? I don't think it is. You know, I feel whatever's holding you back here, it's a passing thing. It's a passing thing, and this tower tells me that something is going to happen here. It's inevitable, and this event is going to happen, and it's going to bring about a breakthrough, that aha moment, that illumination where you finally see and hear, especially hear, what your instincts have been telling you about the direction in which you're going, Gemini. So let's take a look at the dual reading. We'll get started on that one. And let's do some shuffling here, Gemini. Your energy towards the person that you're dealing with. The energy of this Gemini towards the person that they are dealing with in December. The energy of this Gemini towards the person that they are dealing with in December, please. Got the Sun at the bottom of the deck, so joy is there. Happiness is waiting, but I feel like the clarity is not quite. The other person has the Ten of Wands in the bottom of their deck, so it seems like they're willing to keep up the struggle here, and it probably is becoming quite a struggle, meeting your resistance. I don't know if you're in communication with this person. I have an understanding from Spirit that you're withholding from them out of fear of disappointment is what I'm getting. So let's see what we've got. We'll start with you, Gemini. Cut these cards and we'll focus in on the past energy, where you currently stand with this situation, where you hope to stand with it in the future, how you're viewing this person, your doubts and fears about the situation, what is the challenge that you need to overcome, the outcome, and let's take a look at the other person. And we'll start with their past energy, where they currently stand with this, where they hope to stand with it in the future, how they're viewing you, Gemini, their doubts and fears about this, what they need to overcome, their challenge, and the outcome. Okay. Remember, either side can resonate, so whatever side resonates the most with you, Gemini, that's your message. Okay. So there has been communication. Someone's reached out. I have it as them, but of course it can be vice versa. It's just kind of a little, hey, what's up kind of message. Nothing too deep. It's just kind of like a fishing kind of energy around this. They've reached out in a very curious way. They're curious about you. But there's nothing really deep that's been revealed in this message. There might have been one or two messages. The Chariot in reverse tells me that right now you're stalled. You're not doing anything. You're kind of stuck. I feel that you're needing to make some kind of major decision in your life. to follow your life's calling, your life's purpose, but you're not making that decision just yet. Okay, but you've heard this judgment call. In your current circumstances, you have this awakening, this epiphany coming through. So that's that high priestess energy that's calling you. It's saying you're being called to do something with your life. You know what it is, Gemini, and it's really recognizing the moment when it's there, that awakening, like that aha, that's what I should be doing, or that's my purpose in life, that's the career for me, that's the person for me. Whatever this is, I feel it might be several of those things. It's very much a moving you on to the next phase of your life, in which you're having to leave a lot of things behind that are just no longer doing it for you, really, Gemini. Now, they're confused because they haven't heard anything back from you. So a lot of messages right now are just not getting through. Actually, it's kind of because they haven't received communication from you. Things are kind of landing with a thud on their point, on their side of the fence here. I'm getting this kind of blunt blade, if you will, this blunt sword. So there's not a lot of truth here, there's not a lot of understanding, and there might even be some misunderstandings as a result of a lack of communication from you, Gemini. Where you hope to stand with this in the future, we've got the Hierophant in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Gemini, I think you want to step outside the box and do things a bit differently. You want to go against what you've done in the past. Normally, you may be quite a traditional sort. You may have had to follow a certain set of rules and structure. Could be family, could be in the workplace as well, where you've had to do things a certain way. But I get you rebelling a little against that and wanting to do things your own way. Now, for them, they've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I get an energy around this person of a delay. They want an opportunity to grow something with you, a potential to grow something. Could be a relationship, it could be a business, but the opportunity has thus far been missed. They're not seeing it in the upright because they don't know what's going on with you with this Ace of Swords. I feel like that will turn itself into the upright if you communicate what it is that is happening on your side there, Gemini. How are you viewing them? The Page of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So I get there's a delay here. The communication, you're not doing it. I think it's out of fear of disappointment. So you know there's potential, or you have an inkling that there's potential. You've heard that judgment call, but you're not ready to act and you're not reaching out just yet. Now, this person is the Queen of Cups energy towards you, so there's a lot of compassion. This person cares about you a lot. There is love here. There's a lot of strong emotional depth around this individual. They're also very empathic, so they pick up on things around you, Gemini. Even though you're not reaching out to them, they have some kind of connection where they feel your energy. But still, I feel it would be best if there was actual communication, or even better, physical contact. Your doubts and fears, you've got the Queen of Swords in the upright. So it's about making choices. It's about making the right decisions when it comes to what you need to cut out of your life. So you're doubting your own decision making at the moment. You're doubting the wisdom of it. But you certainly shouldn't. I feel, Gemini, you need to trust in your own judgment. You're in the upright, so it tells me that whatever choice you're making, it's based on wisdom. It's a wise choice. It's the right choice. This person has the Six of Pentacles in reverse, so they're fearing missing out on this receipt of this gift. They know that it's a gift from Spirit, whatever they have with you, whether it's a love relationship Could be a romantic, it doesn't have to be though, or a business situation. They know that this is a gift that's being handed to them, and they're fearful of losing that, not being able to take advantage of that opportunity. The challenge for you is the Fool, so stepping out, taking that leap of faith, taking a risk. Very much an energy here of you leaving things behind and setting off on a new adventure, a new course. Lighter in spirit, maybe also lighter in terms of what you're carrying. So you may be cutting down, decluttering your life, not just of things but of people as well that are no longer on the same path as you. And I feel like you're being realigned with someone who is on the same spiritual path as you, Gemini. They have the 9 of Wands in reverse as their challenge. So while they're waiting for communication from you or some kind of reaching out, there's a tendency around this person perhaps to get a little bit bogged down in terms of playing the waiting game, being exhausted by hanging out. Yeah, because I feel like this is someone who's already been through a lot. So it's an energy of how much more can this person take. The answer is they are very strong, and they're being called to remain strong, to persevere, to persist, to not let this go. But there is a danger here of them doing just that if things just get too delayed or the waiting is just too prolonged. The outcome for you is justice, so you want to do the right thing when it comes to making a decision. It's very karmic energy around this. It's righting the balance in your life where things have been out of balance before. It's a readjustment of the scales. It's putting things back into balance in your life. You know that the decision that you're going to make next is going to have very long-term consequences, not just for you, but for the people around you, Gemini. So you want to make sure that you're acting with integrity, that you're being truthful to yourself and to other people, and doing the right thing, because you don't want to attract bad karma, of course. They have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, so there's an element here of not receiving recognition, or they don't have the teamwork. So it seems like you're doing your bit here, they're doing their bit, but you're not doing anything together, is what I'm getting from Spirit. So we'll see where this goes in the extended. Lots to clarify, so I hope that you join me there. If this is resonating with you, the link for the extended is down below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. I'll be pulling out a lot more cards, Gemini. We'll be clarifying, also looking at some Lenormand and oracles as well to see where the guidance goes for this in the future. If you would prefer a personal reading, of course, please do email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I wish you the best with this, Gemini. I really do. It's time to take action, but you're holding back. Fear of disappointment, I feel, is the energy around this. Ultimately, you know you have a choice to make. Spirit is guiding you. All you have to do is open yourself up and listen to that guidance and move ahead with what you feel is right for you. And also communicate with this other person as well. So we'll see where this goes in the extended. I'll see you in part 2, Gemini, or I will speak to you again soon. Don't forget about those 2020 year ahead readings as well. That link's also in that box down below this video. Bye for now, Gemini. If I don't hear from you, or if I don't speak from you, oh, goodness. Bye for now, Gemini. Happy holidays, and bye for now.